You don't get an exhibition like this without exquisite printing, and my team at Full Gamut, Simon and Christy, have done like an exceptional job. The printing work is, I'm pretty fussy, and the printing work is exquisite. I'm just so happy with it. And again, you don't get an exhibition like this without fantastic framing, and thanks, Andrew, for your terrific framing, and I can fully recommend Just Frames for framing. I was really happy with these. We had such a terrible time getting supplies, you know, with the COVID thing and the freight and all that sort of stuff, but I think we pulled it off in the end. It looks really, I'm so happy with it. It looked amazing when we hung it up on Thursday, didn't it? Right, a few other people. Lucy, my daughter, who couldn't be here tonight because of different engagements. She's the star of Hotel California. She's that girl in there, in the Hotel Hollywood Roosevelt. Jason, her fiance, and Nick, I don't know whether, is Nick here tonight? He couldn't be here. And Lucy too are stars of Casa de Musica. And the Ruddock family, my next door neighbours, little Leo, Oliver and Annabelle over there. And parents, Mary and Flynn.
Dad, where are you?
Dad there, Mum there. Who are the stars of this piece, Me Too, Me Too. And they're not just models, this is about them as a family. And I was really happy with the way we had such a lot of fun, didn't we? Photographing you, posing and fiddling about. And Leo was hanging over the edge of the table looking down, and Annabelle was the table, the outdoor table, remember? Huh? You don't remember?
No.
Oh no, because you were in the tie. You had to sort of be in the swing, didn't you? You had to sort of assume the swing position. It was just so much fun. And hanging out the washing, we actually did that. That's these kids washing, and they were recognising their socks and their undies and things hanging up on my front fence. It was a good time. A few more people. My good friend Deb Salzberger, who has been a friend for a long time now, and she's just a rock for me for when it all gets too hard. I just talk to her and she cheers me up. She keeps me grounded. Jared for the filming, and Martin Duffy, thank you very much for doing this. It's going to be awesome to have a record of the speech and the opening. And finally to Glenn, my partner, because without him this just wouldn't happen. He's the one that stops the car and lets me get out and take crazy photos. Hangs the head, hides. I don't know her. I don't know who this crazy woman is. But he helps me in all sorts of ways, but probably one of the best ways is he's my best critique, because when you do these sorts of pictures, you work at them for so long, you get so very close to them you can't see the problems. So he's the one that comes in and sees them and lets me know the problems, and then I can fix them. So very, very useful. So this body of work is well over a year's work. I actually started it in 2018 with the one at the end, Spilt Milk, and I sort of got a bit hooked on Treehouses. And so the rest of them came since January last year, I think it was. And the thing I've learned is treehouses are actually a thing. There are architects, designers and builders that build real treehouses for people to live in, and I've got a couple of books with the most amazing sort of collection of treehouses. It would be absolutely awesome to be able to live in one. So I might not design altogether practical houses, but I'm the architect, designer and builder of my imagination, I guess. And I create tree houses for you to discover your imagination. And we don't have to abide by council rules and bylaws and all those difficult things. And at first glance you might think they're sort of fantasy, and they might appear that way to some people, but to me they have really deep connections to me and my life. Like in Casa de Musica, if I just point out a few things. Behind Jason here, there's the musical instruments that my dad made, and the piano that my mother played for years. She'd played the piano, sadly she can't anymore. But, and then Hotel California along the end there, which sort of seems like fluff and fairy floss, but it actually has quite a strong connection to my previous occupation of scientist. And Hunter Island, of course, is reflecting on the past and the change that's taken place over the last 200 years. And there's sort of quite a few metaphors in there for what has happened over the time to Hunter Island. So these tree houses, I guess, are a window into my imagination and my life. So I hope when you can look at them, view them, take a moment to sit with them for a while. Maybe step through the door of the cupboard into the Narnia that's my imagination and find your own connections to these whimsical, perhaps mystical, tree houses. So please enjoy the journey, enjoy the evening, and thank you so much all for coming. Thank you.
Now, very quickly, just before you go back to the mingling, it has become customary here at the Henry Jones that every time we host a brand new exhibition, our wonderfully creative bartenders from the Long Bar use their inspiration from what they've seen here to concoct a bespoke cocktail. So the very wonderful Morgan has joined us. And can you tell us what this cocktail is?
So we have made this cocktail. This is the Louisiana Treehouse. This is our little gift in IXL from us to you. This one we based off your Hotel California. And so as that is Cuban inspired, as is this. So it's got the spiced rum in it. It's got a little bit of cognac. It has a whiskey liqueur and it has Punta Mez.
Wow. Wow, it looks awesome. Oh wow, it tastes nice too. Thank you so much.